Hey, what's up, guys? If you were in...
That clap was loud. That was a loud clap.
You don't have to.
He's got headphones in.
It hurt me.
Hey, guys. Welcome to Capping Not Included.
I hear it call in the center of it all. You're the love of my life, the love of my life. I hear it all in the center.
Hey, guys, what's up? If you were enjoying that awesome song, it's an oldie, but that is Thunderclatter by Wild Cub. It's a great song. This week, we've got an awesome episode for you guys. Daryl and I went and saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yep, you might be wondering, who goes to the movies these days? Everything's on television. We do. We go to the movies and pay full price.
We go to all of them. We don't even care if they're good or bad. We see Crawl, we see Lion King, which was absolute garbage, by the way, and we just don't care anymore. Listen to kids laugh at farting jokes.
But not this week. This week we got to see a famous film by an American director, Quentin Tarantino. Here's what the movie's about. You got a guy who's kind of a washed-up cowboy actor at the golden age of Hollywood, like 1969.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep, and then he's got a stunt double, Best Bud, played by...
Brad Pitt.
Yep, and so basically he's dealing with, am I going to be able to be successful anymore? Maybe this is the end of my career. And in the meantime, he lives in the Hollywood Hills and just so happens to be living next door to Roman Polanski and Sharon Tate.
Oh, snap.
Sharon Tate played by...
Margot Robbie.
Yep, and so this was a star-studded cast. It's no surprise that Quentin Tarantino is breaking his own box office record. Not big numbers in the world of film, but big numbers for him.
Yeah, I mean, 40 million on an opening weekend is pretty good numbers.
So here's the star-studded cast, okay? There's so many I literally have to look. Okay, Margot Robbie, Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Dakota Fanning, Luke Perry, Al Pacino, Emile Hirsch, Kurt Russell, Timothy, I don't know how to say that, Oliphant.
Yeah,
I
that
like
guy from Justified.
And the list goes on and on. Michael Madison, Lena Dunham, everybody's in it.
There's so many people in this movie. I don't know, did they get mobbed by having this many famous people on set?
Cool.
Holy bejesus.
All right, so as Brennan said, this is a long movie, like
Oh my
long.
God. I found myself just totally getting I was kind of bored in the middle part of it because Quentin Tarantino, normally in a lot of his films, he likes to really give you a lot of backstory. He wants you to feel really connected to the characters.
Tons
so you
of
care
dialogue.
about them. Yeah, and a lot of shots of them just driving around in cars for no reason at all for long periods of time because I think he just wanted to play songs from that time period. I'm not sure.
100%. And normally if they were in the car, that would be like his moment to be like, I'm a dialogue writer. We know. But this time they didn't talk a lot in the cars. They literally listened to music.
Yeah, dead quiet, lots of music and driving fast and cool shots over the hills of Hollywood. And that was about it. That was actually, I think that was why it was so long because it was just multiple shots. They were shot really well, but multiple shots.
There it is.
Multiple shots of just them driving around in cars.
He's a master at creating a feel and a vibe. And you felt like you were in 1969 Hollywood. Like he captured it. He said he's only doing 10 films. This was number 9. I personally think he was getting everything out of his system that he wanted to accomplish before the end of the next movie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
He had the music. He recreated the whole town. He's in Hollywood, so he showed you the best of Hollywood in that time period. And by the way, Brad Pitt's a damn movie star.
Oh, man. Brad Pitt was amazing in this movie. He honestly was better than Leonardo DiCaprio, in my opinion. I thought he did an amazing job. He really played the character well, where Leo is like, was he casted perfectly for this role? I don't know. I feel like Quentin Tarantino likes to use a lot of the same actors in all of his films. If you've noticed, he uses a lot of the same guys, which sometimes I don't know if it fits the roles exactly right, but Brad Pitt's character, it was like spot on.
If I had to criticize anything, it's about 2.5 hours of Brad Pitt's jawline. It's like literally the camera's following his jawline. I will say, dude is in good shape for being like 50-something.
I don't know how he's in such good shape because honestly, I like pizza too much, Daryl. To me, it was like, it reminded me of an old classic Western style film. We've all seen them where there's a lot of backstory, a lot of the stuff that's happening around town.
A lot of cowboy boots.
Lots of cowboy boots, lots of
horse riding,
which was just the car shots, leading up to a giant moment of just absolute explosion. And I feel like this movie is very similar with that. I think he really had a type of feel and a style he wanted to go after, and I feel like he captured that vision.
A lot of people criticize him for being obsessed with violence. Yeah, there's some violence in this movie, but obviously it's based on a very famous murder, the Charles Manson time of 1969. This actress gets killed. She's pregnant. It's a mess. So he kind of rewrites his own fairy tale, and people either love him or hate him for that. I respect him for that.
And it wasn't like The Hateful Eight, you know? It wasn't like so gory and bloody and all kinds of stuff. Like the majority of the film wasn't that gory. It's just like towards the end, things get out of hand. And then you kind of get into, you're like, oh yeah, this is his jam.
That's his stuff. Let's rate it.
I know. I'm thinking right now. I mean, I think this is well around an 8. It was a little too long.
Yeah.
But I do think that this was a great story to be told, even though it's fictional. But it was great.
Yeah, I mean, my only request would be to do Once Upon a Time in Brentwood and cover the OJ murder. I'm here for it. I would go see that. You can take my money.
Well, maybe you could show him driving around that Bronco around town and doing all kinds of stuff. You know, he's got one glove on. He's driving. You play some music. You do his cool shot.
I'm
from behind the back
OJ.
seat. Yeah.
I'm OJ.
Yeah, there you go. He's nailing it.
It wasn't by far even close to his best film. He's got some really great films.
Oh yeah.
This is like 6.5. It wasn't your best film, but I'm really happy that you're still using Brad Pitt and Leo. I loved it. 6.5 for me. Not his best work.
Can't people just make art nowadays and it just is what it is and we can just love it for what it is and we don't have to complain and yell about what everybody else is wanting to do? Just like Quentin Tarantino, make his films and enjoy it or don't enjoy it and just shush. That's how I feel about it.
Solid.
Right? In other news, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos just like this, and tune in next week because we're going to have another Fire Jam episode for you guys.